A number is read aloud in a Tokyo meeting room. 59.68%. For most votes, that's a win. For a sitting CEO, it's a wound. 1 year earlier, the same man had 90% of the room behind him. Now, 4 in 10 of his own shareholders would not raise their hand for him. He kept his job, but how he kept it, that's the story. The man is Takeshi Natsuno, chief executive of one of Japan's largest entertainment companies, a publishing, anime, and gaming empire. In the gaming world, its crown jewel is the studio behind some of the most celebrated titles of the decade. And here's the tension that runs underneath everything. The studio soared. The parent company did not. According to the activist fund Oasis Management, which built the largest stake in the company, the numbers under Natsuno tell a story of decline. Return on equity, a simple measure of how well a company turns its owners' money into profit, fell from 8.2% to roughly half of 1% across his time in charge. Earnings per share, by Oasis's accounting, dropped 89%. Now, Oasis is not a neutral narrator. It's an investor that wants change, and it says so plainly. But these particular figures come from the company's own filings. The disagreement isn't about the math, it's about who's to blame for it. In November of last year, the company cut its own profit forecast. Operating profit guidance down more than a third, net income guidance more than half. Then, in May, it missed even that lowered number. Think about what that means. They lowered the bar. Then, they walked under it. Every serious company publishes a midterm plan, a public promise about where it'll be in a few years. It's how shareholders keep score. Just before the annual meeting, the company withdrew its 5-year plan. In its place came a new one, with the targets pushed out to the fiscal year 2032. By Oasis's reading, this was the tell. Rather than answer for missing the old promise, the company simply issued a new promise, one that wouldn't come due for years. When you can't reach the finish line, you move the finish line. Two of the most influential proxy advisors in the world, the firms that tell big investors how to vote, sided with the activists and recommended shareholders vote against him. And the damage didn't stop at the CEO. The board's own chairman drew only about 76% support. A long-serving director, about 78%. The message wasn't aimed at one man. It was aimed at the room. So, Natsuno survived. The board stood behind him. It countered that removing a CEO without a clear successor would only add uncertainty to a company already under strain. And there's weight to that. Ripping out leadership mid-repair can do real harm. But survival at 59% is not victory. It's probation. Because a mandate that thin changes what a CEO can do. Every future decision now happens under a watching room. The activists didn't need to win the vote. They only needed to prove the support was gone and let that number do the rest. Here's what this case teaches about how power actually works inside a public company. Targets are supposed to be a form of accountability. You promise a number, and later you're measured against it. But a target is only as honest as the willingness to be judged by it. Move the date far enough into the future, and the promise costs nothing today, because no one alive in that meeting will be holding you to it when it comes due. That's the quiet maneuver at the center of this story. Not fraud, nothing illegal, just the oldest trick in institutional life. When the scoreboard turns against you, don't play harder. Redraw the scoreboard. The check on that trick isn't a regulator, it's the room. It's whether enough of the people with a vote are willing to say, "We noticed." This time, 4 in 10 of them were. If you want more stories about how money and power really move, the quiet mechanics behind the headlines, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.